category. Come on, editor. What are you doing here? All right. All right. Editor, what are you doing here? Okay, can I have my dashboard, please? It would be nice. So today I'm going to work more on the voxel stockpiles. I don't think I'm going to like figure out all like the edge cases and all the work out all the kinks and stuff. Vincente, your project. Two exclamation marks. Thank you. Thank you for that. I don't think I'm going to figure out everything about the stockpiles. It's kind of a lot, but I think I want to at least get the colonists to be able to haul to the stockpiles today. I think that's what I want to do. So what did we complete yesterday? I think we just kind of like ironed out some of the more important issues with it, which were things like the stacking was primarily one, and we did a little bit of reconciliation on the overlapping voxels. So there's 8 wood there. Oh yeah, we fixed the UI for it too, so it updates. But yeah, I'll stack it into there. There's 4 wood left. Put it there, it goes to the next one. There's 4, and then the UI updates when I look at different ones. So nice. Yeah, so it all like stacks. And the rotation seems to be inconsistent, which is quite strange. So it's like somewhat corrected there. Should probably fix this. We should probably do storage settings too for both the container. Honestly, floor objects should align. I want to write that down. Floor objects should align to the slope of the terrain. Floor object buildings should align to slope. And there should be a slope filter as well on that. So many conditions with the building system. It's quite difficult. Quite difficult. Okay, there's a colonist out there somewhere, right? Where's he at? Yep, there he is. Okay, so let's look at the hauling task. Haul task, haul handler. That's going to be important for this. We need to open up probably the haul inventory handler as well. Right, so we actually get closest best storage. Yeah, so this could potentially, this returns a building object actor. So yeah, this can return, I think this will be my entry point for how we do this here. Get closest best storage. Yeah, so that's going to go there as well. Get best building interaction point. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to see. The interaction points for the area. Okay, so yeah, get closest best storage I think is where we'll want to start. Let's look at this. Right now this is just getting container buildings, I believe. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There we go. I stubbed it out already. Look at me. Look at me thinking ahead. Yeah, so we get the area building params, I suppose, and then do nothing with them. Yeah, so I do need to get the valid storage spots. Yeah, that will be important. I need the voxel transforms. I actually need to, I guess, storage building. I could get them off the ISMC. I just don't know. I guess I need the first ISMC that's not a a world item actor. But working with this in C++ is making me really want to move all of that into C++. This would be my instanced static mesh component. Can you just pass that? I forget what the... Yeah, you just pass it in there. Okay. So I need to... So we're gonna do... What are we doing here? Auto, voxel, ISMC, null pointer. That is going to be an instanced static mesh component. Let's loop through each ISMC. What was that, capitalization there? Yeah, hello, welcome in. Working on voxel storage areas today, getting the colonists to actually haul things and put things into voxel storage. So what I need to do here is, that needs to be a pointer, I suppose. What we need to do here is, I need to get the first one that's not a world item ISMC. Is a or U world item ISMC static class. If it's not that, break and voxel ISMC. Yeah, that. So we have the voxel ISMC. T array F transform. These are going to be the voxel transforms. Get all instance transforms. What do I pass in? Yeah, the transforms, and if we want it in world space, which we do. Okay, so there are the transforms. Voxel transforms. I need area building data. Private account, hello, welcome. Get area building data. So I can just probably pass that straight in, right? Item to store. I have that. Nice. Okay. Wow. Wow. Valid storage spots. Okay, so we have a valid storage spot there. Or we should have several. Now, the first one in there should be the closest one already. So we only need to check the first one. If valid storage spots, num greater than 0, f transforms storage spot equals valid storage spots at 0 dot oh, I can't do it at 0 because it's a T set. Looks like Rust. It is not. It is C++. We're working on a video game today. I'm making a... Well, I can just show it. Since you're all here, welcome in, everyone. I am working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain. So here is just one random seed of the procedural world. Is this Scala? Kotlin looks very JV. Like, I don't know why you think that. What gave it away? The .cpp files? Nice try. Nice try. Yeah, here's the bit of the world. Here's the world map. So all these like zones will be eventually different biomes. I only have like 2 right now. Yeah, the reason it looks different is because it's Unreal Engine C++, which looks different. It is Pascal cased and uses different types. You got some nice little caves and stuff to explore. Nothing super exciting yet, but I do have an ECS system, so we have like thousands of entities spawned and running all over the world right now. And I will have the whole world running at a time because of the ECS system I wrote. And I'm planning on refactoring that soon, actually. But I spawned here in Voidspire Abyss. We're next to Starvale Isles, Emberstorm Hollow, Emberglow Basin, the Forgotten Graveyard, Frostglow Bastion, Quicksand Desert, and the Aztec Temple of Sacrifice. So yeah, this is just one random seed. One random seed. I'll show a little bit of combat here. Got him up. Oh, he's a caster. Freeze him. Oh, he's gonna... Now he's casting on me. Oh, I'm out of mana. There we go. I need to clean up those fireballs, don't I? Yeah, there's a little bit of combat. I have some talent trees, so... I'm thinking very vanilla WoW plus RimWorld plus Hades is kind of what I'm going for. So Colony Sim is the RimWorld part. The RPG will be like WoW, vanilla WoW. Man of culture here, not retail. And I like vanilla WoW for its uniqueness in class design. How every class is different and very unique and has different skills and stuff. And I like the games that have like a lot of different skills to choose from in combat. Rather than like, I feel like the popular thing nowadays is to just like make a hero-based game where it's like each character has like 4 to 6 abilities. It's like 4 abilities in one ultimate. I'm like, dude, that's so boring to me. I'm not saying they can't be fun, but like the actual, you know, deciding what skill I should use at what time is very boring. You know, I want like 20 abilities, right? To choose from. I want some non-com, you know, very Baldur's Gate. I want non-combat abilities. I want combat abilities. And I've been working on this for almost 3 years now. Almost 3 years. That's like 2.75 years here. Then I have dynamic tree chopping, which I've not seen another game do. So, like, wherever the axe connects with it, if my animation weren't so shitty, is where it actually, at runtime, modifies the mesh. And again, I can't actually hit it very well because the animation I made is terrible. Here we go, here we go. There we go. So I chopped it up there. I got 7 wood from that. Ow. Eventually I'll have them do damage to people and stuff when they fall in other trees. And ignore the mismatched materials on the end caps. I don't have like an inner material, an inside material, but I got 3 more wood from that, so. Looks good. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And then I have some colonists here. Let me see if I can find one with the name. There we go. Dara Ember. So I'll show you some AI generated quests here. Let's see. I'll start generating a quest and we'll inspect your background here. So Dara Ember, 26-year-old female tiefling mage who is quiet and hostile. Dara was a quiet child, preferring the company of books to people. She was often misunderstood and bullied, leading to a deep distrust of others. She became a powerful mage, keeping to themselves and harboring a deep resentment towards those who wronged them. So let's see what kind of quest came back from the Gemini API here. She says, Paladin, I have a task. A section of the Blackwood Forest has become twisted, and I believe that there is a single unnatural seed at the heart of it, a nexus of corruption. I need you to find it and neutralize it. And so what we have here on the left is like the quest panel, and this quest is called the Seed of Corruption. and it just gives me kind of like a little bit of background, but it's worded like I told the AI to like word this differently, like from the perspective of the player, because this is like your like quest journal entry, right? And then I essentially just like dumped my entire item database and everything spawned into my world into this prompt that goes to the Gemini API because it's got the million context window. And then I just say, hey, generate an RPG fantasy video game quest and give it to me in this JSON object. And I give it like a bunch of objectives that it can choose from. I give it like an array that it can fill out with classes to spawn, and it can actually pick things from my database and spawn them. And I've actually got it to do that successfully. It's terrible at picking locations to spawn them at, which is something I'll probably have to handle, but it's still pretty cool. And then I also allow it to give me some dialogue options. Why do you need a paladin for this? It requires someone with a certain moral compass, someone less prone to temptation. What do you know about these people drawn to the corruption? Only whispers and rumors. Desperate souls seeking power they can't possibly control. Be cautious. So my objectives are to explore the Blackwood Forest, interact with the Seed of Corruption, and then come back to Dara Ember here. I will do it. So yeah, it's kind of just like a proof of concept of some AI generated quests. And, you know, I'm not like, you know, use AI for everything or anything, but looking at a game like RimWorld, everything in RimWorld is like randomly generated, right? Like not only is the terrain like procedurally generated, but all the events that happen, there are like storyteller settings, and those are like procedural event spawners, basically, is what it is. And it allows you to kind of tell a story for your colony. And it's like, if I didn't use AI for this, I would just do something like that, right? I would just create like procedural quests. But I think AI, this is actually something that AI can actually be really good at, is generating some of these quests. There'll just be a lot of work to get them like grounded into the world. Eventually I'll have like points of interest and stuff, and I'll get these zones to be named a little bit more flavorful as to what is in there, in the zone. Like, what was this called? The zone I'm in is called Voidspire Abyss. This doesn't look like a Voidspire Abyss, right? So I'll pass in, you know, all the stuff that's spawned in here, all the mobs, all the points of interest and stuff. And hopefully that'll get the AI to actually generate a more flavorful name that I can then use to pass into, you know, subsequent prompts to generate quests and stuff like that. It's just like Minecraft, but IRL. Neither. It is neither Minecraft nor is it in real life. Is character controller and animations custom? No, for the player, I use the C++ refactored ALS plugin, Advanced Locomotion Systems. But for all of the entities, those are all, they don't actually have controllers at all. Like I wrote my own ECS system, so all these guys walking around, like that's actually an instant static mesh, not a skeletal mesh at all. And I'm actually vertex animating them. So what that means is like you take the animation data, all the animations that power my character basically, and you bake them into a texture. And then you can write a material that uses that data to, you know, calculate the bone transforms and positions of where a static mesh would be if it were at a certain frame in an animation. And then you just send the frames you send the frame of the animation every frame to the material, and then you effectively get animation on the GPU for free using something like world position offset. That's how it like moves the guys around. So there's no actual, like, those aren't actors at all. When I get close, they transform into actors. So he's an actor now. You'll notice when the shadow goes away. So he's an actor, now he's not. Kind of hard to tell, right? Kind of hard to tell. So nothing defaults. You're creating a game to release. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yeah, let's go. Let's explore a new seed. That one was pretty cool. 570, 571. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, terrible seed. This is all the flat area here is supposed to be ocean. But we do have a nice big cave there. You can see I'm in like the ocean there. So let's get a better one here. 572. A little bit better. Still pretty flat. Still pretty flat. but this is a good example of a zone entrance chunk right there. And so I put these border mountains around every zone because I want to create zones based off of my inspiration was like WoW rather than something like Minecraft where the zones and biomes just kind of there, right? They just kind of like seamlessly blend from one to another. I wanted like nice defined borders and encapsulated zones with names and different vibes that tell a different story, right? Like even though, you know, this is a forest biome and over here is a forest biome, like they might have different terrain. They happen to have the same terrain noise, but imagine, if you will, a world where this was different terrain and it would have a different story, it could have a different vibe, you know, it's not like in Minecraft where you walk up to the jungle biome and what you see is what you get, right? Every jungle biome is the same. Like I want it to be a little bit more dynamic than that. And there's going to be different points of interest spawned, you know, maybe a different village in here that you can go quest at, a different storyline, right? So it's all going to be a little bit different. You can already see like the textures are different here, which I need to blend. I haven't done that yet. So it's just kind of like a fucking straight line right there. But the white dots are just like random chunks. Each pixel on here is a terrain chunk. And so the white dots are just like random chunks that I've picked to create an entrance from zone to zone. All of this proc-gen? Yep. Yes, sir. And so that's where that white dot showed up there and it created a break in the mountains. Now, there might not always be an entrance from each zone to each other zone. So you can either like dig a tunnel through the mountains or you can like build stairs up and then back down if you have the resources. Or sometimes you can find a cave that goes through, like a randomly generated cave. Like this one might. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's actually go over there. So you might be running around and you'll see this border and you're like, oh, what's on the other side of that? And then you'll find the cave, which is a really cool moment. And then you can kind of see a peek through. And if you imagine like a completely different zone on the other side, it creates this really cool moment where the zone like opens up. And I just hitched really bad right there. And you're like, whoa, new zone, you know? And I just had a chunk that got generated very poorly. Oh my god. Look at that thing. That's crazy. Yeah, I generate everything in compute shaders right now, and I think that's causing some issues. So I have like 3 different compute shaders that I run. So I'm actually thinking about changing my algorithms to run on the CPU rather than the GPU. I see things similar to WoW, like levels and sounds. You work with them or something. Oh no, I'm just borrowing their assets. Don't worry, I'll give them back. I will give them back. They're just everything's placeholder right now. So all these like I'm not an artist. I can't create assets in any sort of reasonable time frame. So everything you see is just like free for the month. Unreal Engine has like a free for the month thing where you can get some assets for free. Or they're you know, some of the icons and the sounds are from WoW just as placeholders. So here we have a zone with a little bit different terrain noise, but still one of those flat zones. Now, I do have one other biome that hasn't shown up yet. It has not made an appearance yet. Right now, we're only seeing the forest biome. Oh, thank you. Please be better than them. Yeah, I hope so. I hope to be more so like the WoW of old, not the WoW of new. Yeah, this one's not super exciting. We are in the Redwood Fortress, Burning Gulch, Dragon's Maw, Sandstone Canyon, Iron Vale Ridge, Ashenbloom Ridge. Several ridges. I might turn the entities off just to make it run a little bit faster here. 574. Oh, I'm gonna spawn like in the middle of I'm gonna spawn right down in that hole, I think. I do also have a red zone. But again, it's not that much different. Oh, here we go. Here, finally, the Meadows biome makes an appearance. Arkenth, going well. Good morning. Yeah, and I spawned in a hole. Yeah, the terrain is a little wonky here. See if I can get out. Please, sir. Please let me build. Yeah, I need to work on this a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna pop out. There we go. Okay, I just went into the complete other zone. Okay, so here's my meadows biome. This is my one other biome that I have. We got some nice sunflowers. Big. Some nice big trees. Nice open. Ooh, look at that little cave. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It just created like a little sneak peek into the next zone, which is actually a different zone. So you see like a bunch of trees. You're like, oh, there's a forest over there, you know. See a little bit of the cave down there too. So some of these caves get pretty big. So just imagine, if you will, you know, you peek down in this cave and you just see like a Balrog walking around, you know, or like a bunch of goblins, a goblin fortress or something. I think that would be really cool. Or like a procedural iron forge full of dwarves. The underground caves were a massive pain in the ass to get working, but now that they're working, it's like really fucking cool. I'll be honest, really fucking cool. So yeah, there's like hemp in this zone. There's hemp and flax in this zone, which will be used for crafting eventually. There's some sunflowers in there. You get sunflower seeds, which should be edible, but they're not, I suppose. There's a big cave over here. Hang on, let me grab some hemp. Hemp leaf, useful for things. So yeah, I need to work on the destructible terrain as well. It's not very useful at the moment. I do want people to be able to like dig themselves out of holes that they fall into, you know. I do like this nice rolling hills terrain. It's nice. But the flow of the game is going to be something like, you know, whenever you're starting a character, you'll pick a class. Each class has like unique abilities that they can pick from. And then you start at level 1, they'll run around in the world, you know, potentially recruiting colonists. You'll maybe build a colony, and you can give each colonist tasks and tell them to go chop trees and whatnot, you know, which can help you build more. There'll be a tech tree for the colony sim. And then as you level up as a character, every few levels, you'll get to pick from like 3 random abilities that are unique to your class. And so you'll be creating like a build of your character as you level up and explore the world. Then, of course, each of these zones are going to be stronger and stronger the further out you go. And eventually you'll die, right? Eventually you'll die at some point. And you'll start over at level 1. And there will be some form of meta progression, so there will be some sort of currency or something that you earn that you can spend to affect your next run. And once you've started over at level 1, like, I think I'm just going to have you respawn at one of your colonies. Because I do want to facilitate having multiple colonies. But you'll respawn at one of your colonies. And that colony is still going to be there, right? The world state will still be there from before you died. And even though you're level 1, like maybe you recruited like a blacksmith colonist last run. And so that blacksmith colonist is still there. And he can craft you some really good gear that you wouldn't have had last time. So there's a little bit of meta progression there just in the colony sim side of things. But I think I might also do like a slight time skip when you die, just like a static time skip. Just like maybe your base gets raided, you know, or maybe it doesn't get raided and you just have some extra resources from your guys doing stuff. And that way it'll be like how well you set up your colony kind of depends on what state it's in when you get back, right? Like it might have gotten raided if you didn't have very good defenses. Then, you know, some of your colonists might be dead. And they might have been your really good colonist. Your really good blacksmith might be dead now or something like that, you know. I really want to create like a high stakes, like you can fail, you can make bad decisions type game. I kind of hate when everything is viable in a game or like the game doesn't let you make a bad decision. And it's like no matter what option, whether it's a dialogue option or just like what build you're going with, the game like never lets you make a bad decision because it's like everything is viable, and it's usually because the game just isn't hard enough, right? To some extent. Or it's either because the game isn't hard enough, or it's because everything is too good. And I'm a big fan of negative space in games, and negative space can mean a lot of different things depending on the system. Like, it could just mean physical space in a world where there's not much going on. There's no purpose to it. It just kind of serves to make the world feel like a world, right? Like, not everything needs to be there for a purpose or for a quest or something like that. That makes it feel like an amusement park. It doesn't make it feel like a world, right? That would be negative space in world design, level design, environment design. But there can also be negative space in just like the gear that drops, right? Like, you need the shitty gear to make the good gear actually feel good. You need the weapons that look like dog shit to make the epic weapons look epic. Because if everything is epic, then nothing is. That's my viewpoint on it. Same with quests. The quests themselves, like, you need the go fetch 10 apples for me quests, so that when you get the quests that are like go slay the god, you know, it's actually fucking epic and stuff like that, you know. Once an idea, NPCs would have motives. I'm gonna ask you to cut logs because they need a house or whatever. Yeah, definitely, something like that. It definitely worked for a game like this. I still need to figure out like what the starting experience is gonna be, especially when I have the whole world running, you know. So the whole world's gonna be online. So that's gonna have its own implications that I need to consider. Like, if you build a colony here, but then you run all the way out over here, like, your colony's still going to be running. Like, I have my ECS system working entirely on the background threads, like when you're not around. So like, your guys are still walking out to the trees and chopping them, if that's what you've set them up to do. And if there's a bandit or a wolf in the forest, they will get attacked by that bandit or wolf, right? And they will die. They will die. So I plan to also have like NPC ran colonies as well, to create like different factions and stuff that you can interact with. And so it's going to be really interesting to see what I do with that. I haven't quite thought all the way through it yet, but it's going to be potentially a lot. But yeah, having things like motives for each faction was where I was going, right? Like, I think to run like an NPC colony, I would need some sort of like initiative that the colony is going for, right? I could have just some like static colonies that like don't. You know, I'm sending colonists to do things, but they're just kind of like random things that they're doing. You know, it's just kind of like a self-sustaining colony, you know? It doesn't really do much. But then there could be colonies that are like aggressive, right? And their whole initiative is to go attack other colonies. Or I could have a colony whose initiative is to, you know, farm and trade or something like that, you know? Yummy, what's up? Welcome in. Good morning, everyone. We're kind of just talking game design now. Kind of just talking a little bit of game design. For those who have played RimWorld, it's a really depthy colony sim, but it's a smaller scale, which I like. Smaller scale colony sim, because you kind of get to know each individual colonist really well, and each colonist has like a kind of like a randomly generated personality almost, just based off of like random traits that make them good and bad at certain things. Like, they have moods and needs, and they can have mental breaks if they don't get met, you know. It's the classic example is like, you have a colonist with a pyromaniac trait, and when he snaps, he's likely to start fires. Like, when he has a mental break, he'll go start setting fires. And I've had those guys, like, I don't take pyromaniac colonists anymore. They get kicked the fuck out. Because they'll go into like where you store your mortar shells or your chem fuel, and they'll just go start a fire, and then it'll fucking explode the entire fucking base, right? And you're just like, God damn it. God damn it, humps. Self-sustaining, but what if an individual is selfish and skims resources? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of consideration there, but it's going to be altered. Like, this is a big world, right? Like I said, each pixel here is a terrain chunk. That's one pixel on the map. So the map is actually 15 kilometers. And so I'm only generating like this big of a radius right now. So this is what? We'll say 1, 2, 3. It's a radius of 4 pixels. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of resources, I think. But I think what that would cause is potentially the NPC ran colonies might have to go a little bit further. Like if you take some of their local resources, they might need to go a little bit further, which might make them encounter another faction or some enemies that they haven't seen yet or something like that. So there could be a cascading effect to it. But it'll be really interesting to see how out of balance that can get. It will be very interesting. There's going to be some challenges that I have to design around when it comes to an RPG plus a colony sim. Still haven't played RimWorld, and I'm a Dwarf Fortress player. Oh, man. And I still haven't played Dwarf Fortress, and I'm a RimWorld player. I think both of us are missing out. Both of us are missing out. RimWorld is, I think I have like 2,000 hours in it. But, you know, RimWorld, top-down game, same with Dwarf Fortress. You can see everything, right? So you can see things going wrong, and you can intervene to fix them, right? And that's kind of the fun of the game, is like you're kind of managing a colony that way. But when it's a RPG colony sim, is this a WoW ripoff? No, it is not. What makes it look like WoW? Everyone comes in here and thinks it immediately looks like WoW. I look at this, it looks nothing like WoW. Is it just the icons? Is it just the icons? This is an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite, so nothing like WoW. Although I do take inspiration there for some things. It's probably gameplay-wise probably closer to Minecraft than it is to WoW, I would think. But it has elements of both for sure. The question mark. Oh, yeah, that does it. That's a classic one. One texture is all it takes to be a ripoff, apparently. But yeah, there's going to be some specific design challenges in regards to an RPG colony sim where you're like managing a colony from a third-person perspective. And like, there's not going to be any fast forward in this colony sim. Like, there's a lot of fast forwards in other colony sims, right? So I think I'm actually going to need to slow it down even more, just in terms of like the events that happen and like how fast things can die and stuff like that. I think I'm going to need to slow it down quite a bit, just to give the player a chance to respond to the things that could potentially be going wrong, you know? It's a nice big cave system here that got generated. And hopefully slowing things down in the colony sim sense will allow some of the NPC ran colonies to be a little bit more resilient to imbalance in the world. You know, people dying of hunger, for example. Yeah, it's a nice seed. I like this seed. And the sound effect? Yeah. So I'm using some WoW assets, if you haven't noticed, as placeholders. Because I can't create assets. So yeah, everything here is just placeholder assets and stuff. Textures, trees, assets, even some of the animations. Oh, those ferns have collision on them. I should turn that off. They're also floating. Oh dear. Okay, I guess we're going through a tunnel. It's gonna be single player, multiplayer, live service, and definitely not an MMO. Definitely not an MMO. But I hope it to be multiplayer, like, you know, something like Valheim or Minecraft, where you can just like spin up a server and play with your friends, you know. This is a nice little cave entrance here. no, no. Oh, I fell through. Okay. Well, here I go falling through the world again. And it just keeps generating. I actually have no cap on the Z. Oh, there I go. I have no cap on the Z generation. In the Z direction. I think it'll just keep fucking going. I hope to have like some procedural dungeons spawn down here to encounter as well. I think that'll be really fun. My ultimate dream is to get some procedural Zelda-like dungeons where they have like little puzzles and mobs. I think that would be a lot of fun. If I can get some procedural Zelda-like puzzles going, I think that could be a huge hit. But it'll be difficult. It'll be difficult for sure. Valheim style, I think you have enough biomes for playtesting. Well, I only have 2. I only have 2. I don't know if that's enough for playtest. I mean, I guess it is, but I actually, the biomes are actually, I've got it down now. I've created so many systems, like foundational systems, that like if I just had the assets, I could shit out a biome in like a couple days, you know? First day would just be like the first pass at it. So I could get a good first pass in a day for an entire biome, because it's all procedurally placed, right? Like I have these PCG graphs that I run that spawn everything. Second day would be like balancing and playtesting, you know? New ones could be content releases. Yeah, I've thought about like, you know, it's kind of getting ahead of myself because like this is, you know, at least 5 years away from actually ever anything happening to it. But I have thought a little bit about how I would want to release new content, and I want different races as well. So that could be another avenue for content releases, because those would take a lot of developing as well. A lot of assets that I would need to pay for, and I do want to make the races quite different in terms of game design as well, so I would want to implement some stuff there. Prince Rain, welcome in. Good morning. And there's also just so many systems that I want to add in that could be their own slices of content as well. Like I think probably like water's gonna be a whole content slice. Like that's a big one, right? I did have, whenever I was just doing height map terrain before I had the underground caves, I just had like some flat ocean, you know, at 0-0, very much like how Valheim does it. And that was fine, but then I got the caves, and so it's like anything under 0-0 would just be like underwater, which, you know, doesn't work. So now it's like I need volumetric water, which is just like a whole ass thing. But thankfully Prismatica's working on a water plugin, so I might have to take a peek at that when he's done with it. See how that goes. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 biomes. If you make too many, it's a waste of time and takes away hype update potential. I don't think hype is purely positive. I'll just leave it at that. I don't think it is the end-all be-all. And I think it can actually allow people to be let down. But yeah, nowhere near needing to make those kinds of decisions yet. I don't even have actual assets. So whenever I try to get some actual assets is probably when I'll think about that stuff. Anyways, let's get to work and grab some more coffee here. So I'm gonna work on, I guess I could have shown it there. We'll do one more seed and I'll show the voxel stockpiles. The world is not inherently voxelized. I do use some voxel techniques to generate it, but like the terrain deformation, for example, is not constrained to a voxel resolution. So it's just kind of like a per vertex kind of thing. It's kind of a terrible seed to show this, but I think I still can. Okay. So because I have the underground caves to create areas for the colony sim. Like if I wanted to say, you know, hey, chop trees in this area, you know, I need it to follow the terrain. I could just do a bounding box, right? I could just do a bounding box. But what might happen with that is you might try to do that bounding box on like a slope. See if I can show that here. I'm gonna start to get laggy. I need to do some batch instance adding here. Oh yeah, she's a laggy girl, all right. I think this is good enough. There we go. So you might have an area like that. Well, this is like a walk. I'm spinning up these voxels on the fly. And so if you did a bounding box on this shape, you would be selecting, because like the bottom of it would be down there. You'd actually be selecting stuff underneath the terrain, and there could be a cave under here that you don't know about. And if you're telling your colonists, hey, go do something in this area, they might go into the underground cave and do that thing. And the caves, you know, might be dangerous. So you might be sending your colonists to their death unknowingly. And so because of that, I have to do these voxel stockpiles. I call it a walking voxel algorithm. What I've decided to call it. And then for some of the colony sim things, you can like you can just drop things in the world, but these are also going to be storage areas. So you can drop them in the storage area, and like that just stacked. Now there's 10 wood in there. I'll drop 4 more, and I'll just pick that one, but it still stacks into that one. Stacks up to 20. Then I drop 10 more right there. So these are going to be like one way to store things. I also have the containers. Like, you know, you can just put stuff in a container as well. But I think I broke the ability to take out of the container, so I need to fix that. But colonists right now, let me see if I can spawn one. Let's get a colonist here. Okay, where is he? Where is he? Alright, we'll find him. Don't worry. We'll find him. There he is. Oh, he's on... okay, I need a new one. He's too far away. Where... Did I just close the vlogger? Yeah. Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. Okay. Go get that colonist. Okay, come here. Hello, what's your name? Falriel. Join my colony. Do task. Go pick that mushroom. Cool. He's now hauling it. He's now hauling it back to the colony storage. Because there happened to be one. Right here. There's the mushroom. So yeah, I have that working for containers. I need to have it working for the stockpiles as well. Stockpiles. And I think I will eventually have like a durability system on items dropped in the world that will take durability damage just being out and exposed to the elements. And so stockpile is just kind of like a quick and easy way to just collect things for your colony. Because it'll take resources to build like containers and stuff like that. But you can put it inside a building and it'll be relatively safe. But if it's just like out in the world here, it'll start taking durability damage and stuff. That's kind of like the rundown on that system. So we're going to go to the test level for this. I don't have to generate the world every time. And I was writing some code. Here. So we have the... What was I doing here? The valid storage spots. Yeah. I just need to get like the first one here. I think I actually need to turn this into an array. But we can also just loop through it. Voxel. Oh, I like how I think the new update of Rider actually automatically inferred that type, which is kind of nice. This is a voxel, which is really it's just a transform. That's all it is. F transform. Storage spot equals voxel dot transform. Okay, what am I doing with this? What am I doing with this? I just need the first one in this set here. Yeah, and then we need to do our distance check. And I'm just gonna break at the end of this. I only need one loop. Only need one. What do I say here? Only want the first voxel, which is already the closest. So out of all the voxels in the storage spot, dist, storage building, get actor location, closest to location, but we're not going to use the actor location. We're going to use the storage spot location. If dist is less than best storage dist, which we've initialized to float max. Yeah, I mean, same thing, basically. I think that kind of does it. I think that might do it. Now that's get best storage. We're not taking into account these storage settings yet, which is going to be a whole ass can of worms. That means this algorithm is going to get a lot less performant, actually, because I'm going to need to check every single fucking storage. Well, I guess I already do check every one to get the closest one. But I need to get like the closest, highest priority for the item to store. So I will need to, like, each storage has like a priority setting, and then it also has like allowed items as well. Okay, live coding ran there. Let me see here. Get best storage. Yeah, because we're doing that across all items to store in the colonist inventory. Get closest best storage. Where am I using that at? Hall inventory. Right. So do I need any different considerations here? Move to location equals actor location. Get best building interaction point. Now, this is one. This works for container, because I just need to be within range of the building, but the area is potentially very large, and the storage spot could be very far away from where the actor location is. Closest best storage. Yeah. So I need to check here. Those are going to be the defaults. Let's say if closest best storage dot building data building type equals area. Else we put the move to location. I'll put this at the end so that it takes the move to location. The potentially updated move to location. Now for area, I don't actually output the storage spot, and I would need to rerun the algo, which I don't want. I don't want to do that. What do I just return the building object actor? F. Oh, F. Okay. I hate that this is nested too, because I have to do this for each item. So it's going to be, like, kind of annoying. I wonder if I just get the... I could just do this somewhat naively, a little bit more naively, wherein I just get the location of the area, and then I don't try to get the storage spot where it should go until I know that that area is the closest one. I think I want to do that. That seems cleaner. And like the edge case of that is going to be like, okay, you have like, the edge case is going to be like, you have, let's see here. This is going to be our area. You have a big ass area here. And then here's me. Right, here's me. And then there's going to be like a little chest, you know, maybe over here. Maybe like right here or something. I don't know, like right there. There's the chest. And so the area location is the center. That's actually farther away than that. But imagine if this is closer than this. Okay, just imagine. And what if the spot that I need to store something in might be over here, which is farther. Now this is X, this is Y, and then this is Z. And so it would be X is less than Y, which is less than Z. That's the scenario where it's like technically this would be closer, but then this one would get returned because I'm only considering that point. That's kind of the edge case there. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I actually think I want to, all of this, all of this, I think I want to bake into, oh, I already have the area building data. Area data. Here we go. I'm gonna grab all of this. So this is gonna be the same for both actually now. But in the interaction points, which where the hell was that at? Where was it? Oh, it was in here. Right. That's why I can't find it. Get best building interaction point. So I need to switch here on what the interaction points are. If building data build, that's how you spell building, right? Yeah. Building type equals area. Do a thing, otherwise do the other thing. Smack that in there. Building. Import. Building. Ooh, item to store. Shit, I can't do this. I'm not passing the fucking item to store. Okay, let me think about this a little harder now. I'm in the wrong file. Put it back. Put everything back. Wait, where did the other one? Where did I put the other one? I just delete all the code I wrote. There it is. Okay. Yeah. So I think I need to change this to output the location. Rather than the, well, I guess I would also need, I would also need the actor as well. So let's do this. F vector. This is going to be move to location. Get closest best storage. Now you need to take in a F vector out location. And then so do you. Well, you need a different one. Move to location, put you in there. You're gonna need one. Do an output location. Yeah, update that. Out location. Best storage, best dist. Yeah, god damn, dude. Yeah, let's just, we'll just continuously set this. Yeah, we'll just set this anytime. Yeah, set that there. Otherwise, that, yeah. Okay, so that, I need to do another one here. I need to do the same thing. Out location equals move to location. Okay, so we have the output. We have the output location. What ID? Writer. Writer is much better than Visual Studio for Unreal Engine. Okay, so this is the hauling task. Closest best storage. Yeah, so we want to do move to location here instead. Yeah, we want to do move to location there instead. And then here... we'll do that. Writer. JetBrains. Okay, what else do I need to do here? I suppose I would want the acceptance radius to be a little bit larger as well to account for the voxel size. I want to set that to, because the voxel size, do I have the voxel size here? Let's just set it to 100. That's 2x voxel size. I'll just hard code that. It's not like super important. Okay, so we will need to rebuild there. We will need to rebuild because I touched a header file. So in Unreal Engine, that means you have to rebuild the entire engine. Not the entire engine, the editor. The editor. How long you been coding in C++? I mean, I've only ever done Unreal Engine C++. So for the same amount of time, I've been working on this project and working in Unreal, which is almost 3 years now. It's like 2.75. All right. Yeah, they have a free for non-commercial use version of Writer now. I pay for it though because I would like them to stay in business because they make great. I love all of JetBrains editors. I think they're great. And given a choice, I will always pick it over something else, VS Code or whatever. Can AI do this? No. That's the short answer. I have used AI for some smaller things. Can it do everything? No. No, it cannot. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Put a little stockpile. Let's, I guess there's no way. I have to, like, physically... Yeah. I have to physically interact with it. Come on, get your fucking shit together. Okay. Alright. Hall. Oh my god. It just went to the center. And the interaction is doing nothing. Are you not interacting with the area? What's happening here? He's trying to do something. Where is the building? How am I not getting there? How am I not getting there? Oh, you know what it is? Hang on, stop. Does AI really replace software engineers? No. Unfortunately, no. Are you using Linux? No. Yeah, crafted terrains. I mean, whenever I had started using Writer, I was like, oh my god, I wish I did this so much sooner. Because I'd heard about it for a while, and I finally made the jump. And I was like, damn, I wish I... Just does a much better job of teaching you how to write Unreal Engine code, you know? Okay, so let me think about what's happening here. Where am I building in the get interaction points? Generate interaction points. Yeah, give me that. Where am I using you from? Get best building interaction point, and where am I using you from? Just for construction. For hauling, although you are not. It should have been an area, so that never should have gotten called there. Ooh, here we go. So I need to update this one too. Get closest item distance. Yeah. If there is neither... Let's comment this a little bit, just to... Just to see. Well, I kind of have it. Okay, I have it spec'd out right there a little bit. Bum. Who would have thought the Halo soundtracks would be so good in a lo-fi mode? You know what I mean? I would not have guessed that. Like Zelda, you know, I can guess that. WoW, I can guess that. Halo? I wouldn't have thought. Wouldn't have thought. Okay. Get best building interaction point. Why am I redoing this here? Do I not use the haul inventory handler? No, I don't. I'm not using that anymore. I just got rid of that. So I think I need to pop this into a function, I think. Yeah, because then I'm just going to need to update things in 2 spots. So what is this? What is this? What do I call this function? Get closest storage for inventory. Get closest storage for inventory? Or no, it should be like build action. Yeah, it should specifically be in reference to building the action. This is what I need to replace, basically. Make interact action for entity. This one is picking up a world item, so I don't need to do it there. So really, it's just this section. Well, this section. I gotta bind it to the status change too. Okay. Okay, so let's grab this. Where should I keep this? Kind of want to keep it on the haul inventory handler. Let's just keep it there for now. Static void build haul inventory task. I'll say set haul inventory action. And let's just create that. Put that in there. And I'll probably need all that. I'll probably need all that. Yeah, we will want the entity context object. That's a given. That is a given. Always need that. Okay, is that all I need? I need the action too. The action needs to be passed in. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And that'll need to be a... I guess I could cast it myself. I'm gonna say it needs to be one. I'm gonna say it needs to be recasted. Okay, and then the task to handle update task. So I should return a Boolean here for whether or not it is successful. Return true. Return false. So then the responsibility of the caller is just to update the task to handle here. If set haul inventory action entity context object and store item interact action, then we are Gucci. So we really just need the if it's not successful. Don't need to relog what we've already logged. Let's just call it something different. Set haul inventory action, no storage found. Okay. Get closest best store. Wait, what was I using that for? Oh, I can delete that. Wait, was I doing that twice? Hang on, what was the get diff here? Oh, I can just delete even more. Wow, look how simple this gets. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look how easy peasy that is. Wow. Okay. So in here, yeah, we want to get rid of basically all of that except for the cast. Then we'll do U haul inventory handler default set haul inventory action entity context action object and store item action. Okay, this is going to be bool success, and honestly it should already, like, I should know that it'll be successful at this point. Because I've already found a storage. So we're going to do nothing at the moment. And the annoying part is, oh, that's gonna be so annoying. I'm gonna have to rerun this on the interaction because like we're running this algorithm to like find the best storage, find the best voxel within each storage. Like that's a lot. That's a lot, right? I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably still just rely on the... I should probably rely on the actor location rather than the voxel location, because that's going to be way too much. Yeah, I should change that. Because what's happening now is like, whenever a colonist needs to figure out what to haul, they're going to look at every single storage in the colony, whether it's a container or a stockpile, a voxel stockpile. And they're going to look at every single, the stockpile to like get the storage spot. It looks at every single voxel to get the closest one. And then we would need to actually move to, like it's latent, right? The colonist needs to move there. So by the time they get there, another colonist might have put something in that spot and it's no longer valid. So we would actually need to like rerun it on interact. Let's just see if it works though. Okay, he did go to the right spot this time, but the interaction is not happening. Okay, pause. Get the vlogger out here. Okay, what state are you in here? Combat. Why is it bad? Not interactable, which is interact with object, right? Yeah, okay. That's where that comes from. And what is our interact action? Interact with object is none. Why? Why is that? Wait, this didn't get hit. Okay, let's rerun that. Okay, that ran there for some reason. Okay, so we did get there. Why am I building this so much? Where is this one coming from? We're getting an interact action with a null pointer interact with object. Where's that coming from? Because it should be getting set in here. And then I directly set it on the proxy actor. That's got the interact action there. What is, are we like recreating it or something? What is the status here? So we shouldn't be getting back in here. Oh, now it's a null pointer. Uh-oh. Okay, what happened? Where is the... I need to go to, like, the update task function. Update task status. That's not happening at all. So why is this task to handle interact action getting changed? I mean, this does happen, but like right now it's valid. So this is what's resetting it, I think. Let me look in here. What was happening in here? It was fine before. Yeah, this should never happen, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing it happen. So wait, where is this getting... Where's this getting updated at then? Store item action 8. And we're definitely creating like a bunch of these, aren't we? We do set a new interact action here. That is 8 still. We do... Oh, what is this? Okay, so this is handle task status change. UE5 uses Python? Brother, what do you mean? This could not be farther from Python. There are literal CPP files. And it's also Pascal case. Everything is Pascal case. Why would you think that that's Python? Python is snake case. For obvious reasons. On interact status change. Okay, so what's happening is we're going to... What interact action is this? Interact with object is null. ISMC action 10. Oh, you know what I bet's happening, actually? Are we getting failed? No. Never mind. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay, so that's actually happening because... Where's interact with object? Pin that. I think we're getting here, right? Yeah. So we're actually, what are we doing? Log interact with the object. Is interactable I mean, is that the only issue, that it's not interactable? Is interactable. Yeah, let's get rid of all my breakpoints here for a second. Area building. Is intractable. Cast. I mean, that's fucking why. That's fucking why. Okay, yeah, we need to update this function. Yeah, we need a whole thing here. So cast failed. Let's take the get interact action. We'll need to cast that to ISMC action. If that fails, then we can fail. ISMC action. I need to interact with object cast to world item ISMC, I believe it should be. Right. No, the interact with object is the storage. It is the building itself. The move to location should be still the... That should still be the voxel location. How would I? Because I need to run I need to forward the interaction from the building to the world item ISMC. There's also an ISMC for the voxels as well. Neither of which are populated on here. Is it even? It's not even an ISMC action, is it? Right, it's a store item action. It's a store item action. Okay, so change this. Cast to store item action. ISMC instant static mesh component. Yes. Precisely. Precisely. Okay. So I suppose I could change the interact with object to the voxel. And if I'm getting the... This is set hall inventory. Where is it? Colony utils, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I do have the ISMC. I don't have the instance ID, do I? No, I just have the transform. And doing a reverse lookup of the instance ID would be quite bad. Quite bad. And I don't know, on interact, I should just recalc it here, maybe? Well, I couldn't do that on the game thread, it's too expensive. But I do it on the game thread for the player when we drop an item in the world. But when we drop an item in the world, I have the hit result, and I can use that to figure it out. I don't have that when it's an entity. I don't have like the line trace hit result. Store item in area. Storage location, instance transform. Get world item instance transform based on the voxel. Yeah, I think this function should move on to the ISMC. I think I need to reuse it to a certain extent. So this is getting all the valid storage spots. Get the first one. which I would already have theoretically, but like I said, I should be recalculating that probably because the world state could change. The world state could change. Store item in area. I need item to store, storage location, and the instance transform, which the instance transform is the, like, that's like the actual world item location. I feel like I should move that into here. Yeah. And pass in the voxel transform. Get world item transform. Where am I using that from? Oh, shit. Okay, that might need to be a static function. And it could be, yeah. Could be. Okay, let's make a library. I have like a blue... Jesus. Where's my blueprint library? I thought I created my own. Do I not have a function library already? I could even I might just make this a C++ function. Let's just put it in C++. I'd rather do that than create a fucking blueprint asset. Yeah, it's pretty well. Okay, so we have these variables for the instance size. Which I guess is just a local variable. Default mesh size, we don't use that. But the instance size is voxel size, right? Which I think we'd probably just want to pass in. Okay, yeah, let's write this in C real quick. My generic utils. I don't know where this would fit. Let's just throw it at the top. U function, blueprint callable, blueprint pure, my generic utils, static f transform. It is a transform that it returns, right? Yeah, it's a transform. So we're gonna return transform. Get world item instance transform. Honestly, this feels like something that should go on the world item ISMC just for locality reasons. It is related to that. Where is the world item ISMC? Yeah, throw it on here. World item instance transform, and we need the F transform, in transform. That can be a const ref. We want a float for voxel size and a float for scale modifier. Okay. I'll throw that in there. Okay, let's copy it. What are we doing here? We're taking the location. Location. And we're adding half of voxel size times scale modifier times 0.5, yeah. And we'll just do float size equals voxel size times scale modifier location dot z plus equals size divided by 2. It's actually the bottom of the voxel. And then I need to, yeah. Are you making something out of blueprints only? No. Is that possible these days? Yes. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, though. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and rebuild so we can get that rewired up. And we're going to refactor this a bit. Oh boy. How has the urge to be sarcastic not overwhelmed you yet? I was born sarcastic. I didn't see seriousness until I was already a man. By that point, it was nothing but blinding. You know, my mother doesn't call me Mindrong. She actually just calls me smartass. Just tuned in, what are we making? I'm making an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain. Today we're working on some of the voxel storage area stockpile logic here for colonists to put stuff in it. I can already put stuff in it as a player. I need colonists to be able to do so as well. And so we're working on that. I got to do a little bit of a refactor here. Okay, so this guy, he's going away. Friendship ended with get world item instance transform. Now get world item instance transform is my friend. The C++ version. Bro, come on. I already know where I can find it quicker than you. Jesus. Okay, so we're gonna go in there. Split that. Wire you up. So yeah, you can go away. So let's just get this back to homeostasis here. Voxel. Oh, we need to wire up voxel size. Do I have that? Where is voxel size? I just happen to know what it is, which is kind of what I was doing before anyway. Scale modifier. Ooh, I need to set that, default that to 1. Scale modifier here is 0.75. This is 50. Good enough for now. Good enough for now. So that's back to how it used to be. I'm just going to change this to input the voxel location, voxel transform only. Voxel transform, and then I'll do the get world item instance transform here. We pass in the voxel transform, and then I would need to break transform this location. Let me do this. Get voxel transform. Do this instead. Split that. That goes there. That goes there. That is the key for my storage map. Then the instance transform. Set local or promote local variable. This is instance. I don't know why it wouldn't let me rename that automatically. Usually it does. Instance transform. Yay. Okay. Calculate that. And then that should be fixed. Yes. Okay. Voxel size 50, scale modifier 0.75. Not 3. That's a little too big. There we go. Okay, so we're setting the... That should all work now. So now all I need is the voxel transform. Which I still don't have. I still don't have that. It's not what I want. Now I have to go delete that. Wait, do I? Yes. Delete. Where? Okay. Oh, it doesn't have a transform on it. Okay. I guess I'm storing the... I did a custom break node on it, and that's what it was. Oh well. Kind of annoying. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And then drop item in world. That is still a thing. Now this guy is dead to me. Bye. Okay. So we're all refactored. Now store item in area. Doesn't really help us yet. Because we need to understand if we are interactable. If we are interactable. Which means I need to like construct an instanced static mesh action, not a store item action. I think. Where are my interact actions? Yeah, and I guess I just don't have one that matches this use case yet, because when the player drops one in there, I get the hit trace result, and I can use that to get the instance ID. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just put the ISMC on here, on the interact with object. Because then that would go to world item ISMC. But that requires an ISMC action as well. Which makes this quite a bit more complicated, because now there's like 3 different kinds of actions that can come out of this. But I mean, I guess I'm making it. Well, I don't know. I don't know which kind of storage it is, actually. I don't know. I would have to do that in here. So the haul inventory would have like 2 different kinds of actions. I could either do that, or I could just make the store item action take in an optional instance ID, which feels a bit cleaner, even though that instance ID is not always going to be used. And also, I don't know what the instance ID is. I don't know what the instance ID is. Is there an easy way to get the instance indexer ID given the transform? I feel like it's probably not stored that way. This Kevin Zero guy, he's got a lot of cleaning up to do. Per instance... for instance static mesh data. What's in here? It's an F matrix of transform. Why are we using a matrix for this? Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that this would have any constant time lookup capabilities. I guess I could just do a box trace. Aren't transforms just matrices? Are they? I don't know. I have no idea. I thought they were just stored as they seem, which is a location, rotation, and scale. But I mean, I guess they're just using a matrix to represent each component of those. But I suppose makes sense. Is it that much more efficient to do that? Is it that much more efficient to do that? So, okay, even if I had an instance ID on here, I mean, maybe I don't even need to add it in there, because like I'm gonna need to do this trace anyway. I still need that voxel transform though. I do have the move to location. I do have voxel size here, so I can derive the same as voxel, I assume, voxel instance location. Let's spell location correctly, maybe. So I can like derive, I can do like a box trace, right? Box trace for objects, question mark? I guess I need a multi-box trace for object. Object types make, it'll need to be building. Now it needs to be multi because this voxel could be overlapping. I mean, no, I really need to rerun it. I really just need to rerun the thing, actually, the voxel location. Yeah, I need to rerun. I need to rerun this thing. Right? I mean, I'm doing this at runtime now. So really, I need to run this. Yeah, we have to rerun it. Now, do I need to do that on the is interactable? Closest to location would just be the... It's so lame because it's like, I know where I'm supposed to be storing it. Then I have to rerun it anyway. Oh. And then the first one is the voxel transform. Still don't have the instance ID. Wait, do I need the instance ID? Why was I thinking I needed the instance ID? Just to get the transform, I suppose. I should be able to make... the transform with this location. And the reason I'm rerunning this is because I don't want to save in memory all of the valid storage locations. I would need to iterate through them anyway to come up with which one's like the closest and most valid. No, I just have the voxel size here. I don't need to do all that. And this is interactable is for picking up. Oh, why did I do everything like this? I have no one to blame but myself. Yeah, this is all about adding to inventory. So storing it, I should probably not forward the action to the ISMC. Okay, so what do I need at this point? Is interactable. I guess what could happen, like, okay, so let's say we get the interact, or we get the voxel stored in, he runs there, you know, something else gets stored there while he's on his way. He tries to interact. I think I should only do this on interact and then just fail the interact. And then he'll still have it in his inventory, so he will rerun the haul, I think, right? Yeah, he'll rerun the haul task and calculate a new one, and he'll keep doing that till he finds a valid one. So interact. Yeah, so okay, so we have this cast failed, cast to store item action. And I think the interact with object should stay the area. I think that's valid. And so here is where I would want to run that. Not necessarily in is interactable. I'll just return true here. Get valid storage spots. Closest to location. Contains. Make. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Okay, we gotta fix that. The F voxel is not blueprint right. Where is it? Building utils, I think. Yeah, okay, so we gotta rebuild. Rebuild. Result failed. Nice. Thank you. Ideas Ghost, welcome. How goes it? How goes it? Yeah, I think transform, from what I've seen, it just stores them as separate things. Like here's the transform. But I don't think transforms are matrices. I mean, maybe in the very, very, very underlying part of it. Persistent vector register for double. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's storing it in a matrix. It seems like just the ISMC does that. Because like the ISMC is supposed to be like a super performant thing. So I guess if there is some performance benefit there, I suppose that's why. Hammering away on save stuff. Oh boy. Oh fun. Yeah, that shit. Dude, the binary serialization took me a bit to wrap my head around that. As a web dev normie smooth brain, that was new to me. So transform. With that, we can just make one with that location, and then I guess the rotation should just be the actor rotation, and the scale should just be 1. Right? Where are my utils? Get all storage spots. Get storage spot for voxel. The voxel rotation. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I gotta change the voxel again. I gotta override the quality operator. I don't want to consider rotation. Only consider location as, we'll say location is the key for a voxel as rotation is set to impact normal. But location should be unique, I'll say. Location should always be unique anyways. Okay, that should work now. Then I only need to make it from a location, which is nice. All right. Feely Bro just got my head wrapped around it, and it's doing good now, at least for SP. I don't even want to think... oh, at least for single player. I don't even want to think of multiplayer. Yeah, I mean, I think with multiplayer, like... Other than, like, player settings, I would think everything is stored on the server. Whoever, you know, even if it's a peer-to-peer thing, like... Because when you start a Minecraft server with your friends and stuff, one of you has to host the server. At least that's what I always did. I always let them connect to my machine. And then I had the server files, you know. But I guess if you store it in the cloud, you run a Minecraft server in the cloud, then... it would be stored on that machine. Okay, we've rebuilt. Back to this thing. So we really just need the location. Can I split here? Nice. Nice. God, look how fucking chonky that node is. Jesus Christ. That's a chonker right there. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's thick. I didn't know I had an auto mod. Well, it thinks nougat is a racist term. I know, right? Yeah, it should understand that nougat is a package manager. Hi, drawing. Any idea? Run a NuGet package manager to return this file. I can't seem to get a solution to run in Writer because of that now. Are you opening the U project or the solution file? You might try the other of whichever you're opening. But I feel like I ran into something similar. I don't remember what I had to do for that, but I think I just Google searched it. I think I just Google searched it and found some solution. I don't know if there's a way to run... Oh, here's NuGet. You can try one of these. There's under tools. Try NuGet restore or something. The solution file. Yeah, I've had some issues with opening these solution files. So I think I just opened the... God damn, I gotta allow all your fucking new... Stop saying NuGet. You're gonna make me have to click a bunch of shit to allow your message. This auto mod... I didn't even know I had an auto mod turned on. Like, that's the first time I've seen that. You're the first... Congrats, you're the first person to say something allegedly racist in my chat. Stop it. Stop. I'm gonna start denying those. You're gonna have that on your record. Okay. Package source URL. I mean, that should all be set already. That's all like automatic by Unreal Engine. So I think when I had that, I just had to. I remember I had some permission issues on some files that I had to go manually mark as like I had permission on them. I don't know if that was related to the NuGet thing though. Anyways, if that contains this, then we're golden, baby. We're golden. We can store item there. Store item in area. Now, I think I need to run git voxel. What is it? Voxel transform. Get storage spot for voxel. Yeah, I think that's what Voxel storage trays. Yeah, okay. Good storage spot for voxel. Voxel transform. Okay, so I actually do need to like make a transform from this. Make transform. Okay, hang on. Get rid of this. Sorry, goodbye. Goodbye, Chonky. Chonky node. Get storage spot for voxel. Wait, store item in area. Does that do that? Storage spot for voxel. Wait, where am I using that? Am I using that in blueprints? Yes, take me there. Getting the storage spot for voxel and setting the move to location. I don't think I need to do that. I don't think I need to do that here. Because this is just for setting the... We're setting the move to... Which should be the same. I don't know if that's true anymore. Delete that. I was treating it as the key. But see, that location is not necessarily the same as the voxel location. So these move tos are actually slightly different. So let me find that one. Yeah, that's the one I just added. I am passing in the voxel there, and yeah, I just refactored that. So we get the valid storage spots. That should have, that's not gonna have the, yeah, that's not gonna have the voxel locations, okay. But then I also do get valid storage spots, so I think we're actually good. I was just thinking about it a little bit wrong. So this is the storage spot key location. I don't think I need that. But this, naming that voxel transform is a little disingenuous. That's where I'm getting thrown off here. This needs to be, I need to change that to storage spot transform. Which is this. Store item in area, which will do that. We'll yeah, and then I still need to handle the inventory stuff, which is handled in the HUD right now, so that can probably change. Yeah, basically all that needs to still, I mean, we're doing like the same shit, basically. If it contains that. I don't want to get at 0 here, because that might not be the same. I just need to know if it's still valid or not. Although, maybe I should get the potentially newer valid one. How is there a blueprint node for getting item by index on a set, but there's no method on the set for that? How does that work? Now, if it doesn't contain that, just fail it and rerun it. I might as well just let them, if they're already here, I might as well just let them put it wherever, you know? What is this? This is game dev. We were looking at Unreal Engine there. Here. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. I just want to make this a little bit more reusable here. Yeah, so I think all of this, I think drop item in area should happen on the area, right? That should be a function on the area. I'll just say put item. Well, I already have store item in area. Hang on. Should I just like update this function to handle all of that? This is a lot. It's gonna get quite big. Store item in area. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna just shoehorn everything in there. This I could probably put in a, you know, handle. The area. What else am I, the item I would need to pass in, which I'm already passing in, I think. Yeah, just pass in from actor, I think. Would be the only additional thing. Get valid storage spots for area. Store item in area. Yeah, it's actually not that much. It's actually not that much. I'm gonna copy that. This just needs to be updated to take a from actor. And actually, storage spot transform, I'm going to calculate that, so I might actually be able to... This is now the storage spot transform. Okay. Hang on. Promote that to a local variable. Storage spot transform. Which, do I even need a transform at that point? I guess I'm passing it in there, so that's fine, I suppose. Oh, I do need to pass in the transform for that. Okay. And then item to store is just right there. Okay, so that looks good. That looks good. Okay, yeah, so we just need the transform too. Transform. So can I just refresh this? Can I refresh these guys? No. Hit transform. I don't want to stop. I don't want to watch that value. Heavy breathing watches value. Oh yes, of course. Why are you mad at me? Yeah. From actor would be get. Oh, do I already set it? Yeah, I do. Interacting character. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so store item in area. Now let's go back into the HUD. We'll need to change all of this. So all of this, except for the inventory part, can now go away. Oof, so much simpler. I still will want to do this. I think I'm going to do that in a separate function though. So item to store. So let's do transfer payload, get item, and then from actor as well. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, will this still work? That's the question. Okay, so then we're going to do the inventory part afterwards. So if that's true, regardless of whether that's true or false, we still need the inventory. Let's just wire that back up. I am going to put this in a function though. So this is going to be all of that. Yes, all of that. Let's make a function for handle store result or something like that. Function handle store item result? Question mark? Need like a boolean for result, whether it was successful or not. And then I guess I need the from actor. And get from actor. Would forward that there. Ooh, from item slot index. That's a rough one. From actor, we still have that. I can just look it up. I can just look it up after the fact. Right. Remove. Let's see here. What functions do I have on there? Remove. Get. I can just get item index. Kind of a not super efficient way to do it, but it's not a big deal. I think the cleanliness that it gives me in the code is worth it. But having to like prop drill a bunch of parameters through here. Where's the item? Yeah, so I guess I will at least need the item as well. Is that ALS? Is this that ALS project? I have no idea. Like, I use the ALS C++ refactored plugin. I don't know if that's what you're asking, though. I guess this doesn't really need a return value, does it? I don't really need a return. Well, yeah, no, I don't need a return value. So this is just handle success. We'll need to do this after store item in area. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm just going to do this here, actually. Okay, that's quite a bit nicer. So let me go to the other way, the other call site here. So I will need to handle item, store item results from actor and item to store. Okay, is this gonna work? Is this all I need to do? Get item by index. Yeah, I don't know if I still want to do this or not. Because if I use this, this means that there could potentially be a scenario. It's probably really unlikely, but there could be a scenario where, you know, you get some storage spot on one side of a giant area, and by the time you get there, it's invalid. But then the next valid one is on the absolute other side of the area. And so if I use this one, this might be that one. And then he would just store it there, even though he's like super far away. So probably should be a distance check somewhere here as well. And that would be nice to happen on is interactable, but like that gets called a lot. So I don't know that I want to run all this at that point. And I do find it kind of weird that the players don't go through the same sequence of events here. I guess store item in area already does the get valid storage things, so we can actually get rid of all that. And if that's false, it does nothing. Thing is, like, we're not checking it with, okay, so we're just, yeah, we are doing it then. I have no choice now. Well, that makes the decision easy, I suppose. Oh, that was actually the wrong one, too. That would have been kind of annoying. Okay. You got it working? Nice. Okay, and so we're just getting closest to this location of the one we've already gotten. And so if we do get one, we should probably run a distance check. Okay, does this even still work? I have zero idea if this is even going to work for me. Let's go back to the hub. Okay. Okay, let's get some items here. Okay, I got some items. Fuck. Okay, it did not work. Okay, we played the sound, but it didn't work. It didn't work. I can still drop in world, right? Yeah, okay. All right. Building area. Okay, let's, I guess let's just like fucking walk through it, I guess. Okay. Location, we do have, oof, that location does not look too hot, does it? That's probably our issue. Well, we are getting closest to. We have 1,000, goddamn, 1,200 voxels in that one area. From actor, item to store. Okay, we have all that information. Step. Yeah, I guess I can just use the step function. It is false. It's, wait a second. Is empty. Oh, yeah, that's wrong. I can't even do 1% of what you're doing. Well, neither could I 3 years ago. Been a big learning process, and you also can learn. You just got to keep going. Okay. Yay, it works now. Okay, that was the only thing wrong. And it stacks. That's now 10. Pick up. I get 10. Drop 10. Fill out that stack. Drop another one. Okay, did get the next closest one. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, it still works. It still works. Okay, so all the previous functionality works. Let's see if our guy can store in it now. Okay. On my colony, now get to work. Oh, okay. Okay. Does he still think he's interacting? Do you still think you're interacting? I guess let me do the visual logger here. You are you're somewhat stuck, I see. It is marked as in progress. And you are interacting with object, yes. So you're a bit stuck. Did I not return from that? Did I not return from... No, I didn't. No, I did not. Okay. No, I did not. No, I did not. So the location was completely wrong. So that's a minus. That is a minus. But let's see if you can actually put it in there and be... There we go. Okay. It technically works. Technically works, and put it in a voxel. Although I think maybe 00 has something to do. I think 00 has, yeah. Okay, so if I put something on this side of 00, if I put something on that side of 00, is he actually going to put it in there now? Yeah, I think move to location is 00 potentially. Well, I think he will put it in the closest one. Technically now. Yeah, that was closest to 0, 0. Okay, so what's none here? Has ISMC action. Oh, duh. Okay. Yeah. That's why. I'm just gonna say move to location is set to the storage spot location. That's kind of important. It's kind of important. Okay. Let's move this farther away from 0, 0. Let's move this over here. We can properly validate that it works. And let's do multiple. Fuck it, why not? Okay. See if you can do multiple stacks. Nice! Oh, look at that! That was so cute. Good. Good job. We did it. Now, can I pick it up? Beautiful. He did it. I still got it. Old man coding. No AI. You still got it. Yeah, I say let's fucking commit this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Do I want to change anything here? Do I want to change anything here? I don't know if this was respected or not. The acceptance radius. Yeah, because it always sets it here. Hauling inventory action. I mean, this should only happen when interact action status is started. So it should be over. I mean, we can look. Let's look. Let's actually look. Instead of trying to just read the code. Who does that? We're vibe debugging now. You know what I'm saying? Haul that. Okay, what was your acceptance radius? What was your acceptance radius? 30. Yeah, it wasn't. It very much was not respected. It was set to 100 for like one frame. Yeah, it goes from none to started. How does it get set when it's none? Where is that? That's in the set hauling. Yeah, that's in this one. So set hauling inventory action. It only happens when the interact is set to started. And this is if current status is equal to none, we set it. Make interact action from actor. That definitely is not called. I don't handle ISMC interact action either. Don't run construct. I mean, it has to be. Okay, we got to debug it now. Because now things are happening that I'm not suspecting. This guy's so annoyed. I keep taking the shit out of the... He's like, dude, I just put that there. And I'm like, pick it up again. Do it again. It's like, dude, you just put that there. I'm not doing that. Is there AI code for NPCs? So traditionally in game development, AI means NPC behavior. It does not mean generative LLM ChatGPT AI. So in that sense, yes, there is AI code. But I think probably what you're asking is is there an LLM for NPCs? No. No. That is not something that is built in. We put that there instead. Get here again. Interact action. We've gotten here. Store item action. It's because we created a new one. That's why. Right? Yeah, this would have created a new one. I wonder if I should just... I'm never going back to Visual Studio Code. Oh, you were using VS Code? Or Visual Studio? Yeah, VS Code would have, like, nothing for game dev. Yeah, set haul. Yeah, so we would have created a new one here. I wonder if I should just set this to started. I wonder, would that break anything? Where is the process? Then we update it to started. Which, yeah, we've created a new one. So yeah, we should probably just set the status. Set status to match. Set status on new action to match old action status so that we don't re-trigger. I'll just say process, interact, action, inish. You know, not started initialization. Yeah, that's good. So I think that should work. Okay, time for your annual hauling duties. What is my purpose? You just haul things for me. Yeah, I can visually see that interact action is closer or farther rather. Good. It's working. It's working. Okay, I think I want to commit this now. I think I'm happy. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with that success. I don't think. I'll just let the interact fail. I'll just let that interact fail. kind of going through and making sure this. This is a little weird. It works, but it's a little weird. And if I had an actual area class, I would probably do it a bit differently. Is it good for now? I think so. Okay. And I guess let's test regular construction or regular storage. He's running around looking for food. Let's make sure regular storing it in a container works. We should test them both together as well. Come back. Okay, let's restart. He's just like running way too far away. Okay, you're gonna have two options here, sir. You're gonna have that option, and you're also going to have this option. And then we should also test with the bumpy terrain. So we can probably go into the world and do some testing as well. Okay, so I'm going to put one close to that one and put one close to this one. Then I'll put one in the middle. We'll see what he does. All right. Run my colony. Call anywhere. Okay. Good. Okay, that one still happened to be closer. He stacked it. Good. Good. Oh, it's working. Okay, that was beautiful. Let's test it in the real world. All right. All right, yeah, this is kind of a, it's a bad seed. Bad seed. Get a new one. Okay. This is better. It looks cooler, too. Okay. Actually, I wanted something with a little bit of hills. We'll just do a quick test here, though. Okay, you... Okay, so we're gonna just tell him to forage. Yes. Nice. It worked. It worked. Okay, I actually want to give me a bumpier seed. I need a bumpier seed. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Although there's nothing to pick up. Okay, I'll have to drop some stuff, yeah. Whoa, spawn effects. What do you mean? Oh, like that. It's actually my level up effect, I think. Okay, so we need to Just gonna grab like a super bumpy section here. Okay, that's your storage area. Owner. There he is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he got it. Okay, let's try and simulate a like failure case. So let's just put one stockpile. Let's grab 1, 2. So 1 is stackable, 1 is not. So we should boom, boom. He has 2 items. Now, do you still have stuff in your inventory? Yes. Yes, he does. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. All your inventory. Good. Good. Now, what happens if I drop some more and I say, hey, all? He just picks it up. Is that... should they pick up things that don't have any valid storage location? That's my next question. And I'll go here, haul inventory. He can't do it. He cannot do it. I'm thinking like, because that's going to be kind of, I like what we have here. I think what we have here is working. So this is going to be colonist task. They implement all colonist, all to storage stockpile area. Okay, but yeah, the hauling handler. Right now, yeah. Logic is get closest storage for haulable items in inventory and get closest world item. And then either haul inventory or pick up item depending on which is closer. Repeat when the above is done. So I wonder if I need to also check if the world item actually has a storage available. And then just skip it if it doesn't, you know? It's like, I don't know, would you want them to just pick that up and keep it in their inventory, or would you want them to leave it on the ground so you can see that you don't have storage for it? I could see cases for both. I can see valid cases for both. Because if you see a bunch of shit on the ground, you're like, oh, I don't have storage spots, right? That's why they're not getting hauled. That might be what you might not realize that, especially if you're a new player, but an experienced player would probably see like, oh, they're not picking up the stuff. They're just completely walking past the stuff on the ground. That means there's no valid storage for it. But then it would be taking like durability damage, right? When it being left out in the elements. So you might want them to just pick it up and keep it in their inventory if they have space for it, which is maybe something that I need to check here as well. Yeah, let's write it to do for that. Check if inventory has space. Is full. First, yeah. Because then we just need to haul inventory, regardless of wherever the world item is. We can skip that part. But yeah, if they pick it up and put it in their inventory, like, yeah, it gets it out of the elements. I don't think things are going to take durability damage in your inventory. I think that's a safe place. I think the only things that would take damage are like maybe food. Not damage, but like, you know, food can rot over time. I think maybe just picking it up, especially because that's the default behavior. I think I'll go with that one because honestly, neither of them seem perfect. So let's just go with whatever's easiest, which is them just putting it in their inventory. And then they'll next time they do a haul task, they'll put it away if there's space for it, you know. I want to do one more test. Okay, so that area is full. That area is full. It's the closer one. Why is this area acting so weird? I mean, that's fine, but... Okay, so let's drop some more. Okay, so... All anywhere? He should take that. Yeah, nice. Nice, yeah. Because the... Dude, I can't believe that storage algorithm... Wow. Oh, he put it in... Wait, what did he... Oh, he had stuff in his inventory. Okay, so yeah, he did that anyway. He did that shit. He did that shit. But yeah, he would have stored it in the other one. That's crazy. Okay, another thing I want to say is don't destroy stockpile items when area is deleted. Also, I should probably have a confirmation dialogue for deleting buildings, just all together. Because that's, you know, just having one click be able to do that, that's like right next to your movement keys is not, probably not the best user experience. A lot of people are going to accidentally click that one. But I'm going to do a whole building interface overhaul. I've got one planned out for like the commands and stuff, or not the commands, but the inputs, the keybinds. I really like how in this zone you can see the altitude modifier happening. Because you see how it's like flatter over here, and then as it goes over here, the altitude modifier actually extrudes these peaks here. The noise, it extrudes the noise quite a bit. I'm happy with it, man. I'm happy. We got it done, basically. We got it done. There's still lots of side effects we need to handle. Add inventory full check to forage task, yeah. I do have that as a to-do. And I'll add that to forage task, all task as well. The construction is not working super well, but I'm going to refactor those into ISMCs as well. I think maybe the next like Colony Sim thing that is the most important is when they're hungry, they should go grab food in colony storage. Haul 2 from stockpile, done. Well, haul 2 stockpile is done. So I need a whole thing for like check allowed storage settings. Yeah, that's a whole thing. Because part of the hauling task is going to be like, if you have two stockpiles with different settings on them, and let's say you change the setting on one to where some of the items on that one now belong in the other one, I'm gonna need to basically check every single item in the colony to make sure it's in the best available stockpile, which is a fucking lot, right? That's a lot. That'll likely be some form of background task. I also just need to optimize the I'm doing some things on the game thread that I shouldn't be, that are going to cause hitches when the area is too big because of the voxel algorithm. So I need to, let's just put like optimize voxel storage functions. Yeah. They'll need to probably run on the background thread. Yeah, that one's that's gonna change this quite a bit. But at least I know I like have it working, right? I have it working, I know what I need to do. So that should make it a bit easier. Yeah, this one right here, get valid storage spots. This one's gonna be potentially expensive. That's where the money's at. And there's probably some of this in C++ that'll need to be background threaded too. I don't think the get valid storage spots itself should be background threaded, but I should have a wrapper for it maybe. Get all storage spots, also something that's going to be pretty expensive. Yeah, I mean that's called from within. Get valid storage spots. Any good tips to learn blueprints, etc.? Not really, no. I don't really learn by like tutorials or anything like that, so I learn by doing and by having a project to work on. So my preferred method of learning is to just figure out a project that I'm motivated to work on, and then just, you know, figure it out piece by piece with Google searches and whatnot. Get valid storage spots. Yeah, so that's going to be... Where else do I use this at in blueprints? Just here so far. Okay, well at least I have a singular point. It's the store item in area that I use in multiple spots. So this is going to need to be a latent thing. It happens on interact. That'll be fine. I already have interact set up to work latently. That'll be fine. Drop item in area. I guess it's handling the store item result. I mean, I guess this wouldn't be too bad, because then I would just call this... Yeah, I would just call this afterwards. All I would need to do is make sure that... Yeah, this would be... It's actually good that I did this way. Because since it's being latent, the item could leave, like, the character could drop it. It's going to be an async activity. And so they could take the item and put it somewhere else, or do something with it. Do something else with it. So me actually getting the item from the inventory again, rather than just forwarding it through, is actually beneficial, because then this would just turn out to be -1 if it's not in there anymore, and nothing would happen. So actually, I don't think it'll be too bad. I don't think it'll be too bad. Should I just do that right now? I don't know if I feel like it. I'll just put store item in area async. But I want to use the async to dupe items, yeah. Nice try, hacker. Nice try. That was possible, though, without async, just because I fucked up. I fixed it, though. Yeah, there's so many edge cases here that I need to handle. I think that's fixed. This one's gonna be a fucking giga pain. Yeah, handling area size changes is gonna be pretty gnarly. Yeah, let's work on getting food. Let's work on getting food from colony storage. I think that's quite nice. Now, the only food I have is spawned in the world. Okay, but my character, let's just put some default food on my character. Is it not on inventory? There we go. Default contents. Yeah. So let's add. We'll just do some white mushrooms. Give me 20 of them that I can test in the test level. Okay, so let's open up the colonist state tree. It will be the hangy state. That will be the place to do it. Find food location. I think I want a new task. But it's single player, right? For right now it is, but I will work on multiplayer at some point. Once I get all the, I kind of have a checkpoint for myself that I want to get to before I like start working on multiplayer. I just kind of want to get all the foundational stuff in. Let's add a state. Get food from colony storage. That is the first place that we should go, and that's going to need a move to. Yeah, they don't have a pickup from, there is no, what just happened? Where did that window go? There we go. Okay. What did I click that did that? Did I click the X? Okay. And then move to, I will need another one that's just like pick up item. So we want to transition to pick up item instead. And if we fail, yeah, why would we fail? I guess the colony storage could be unreachable. Would I want to blacklist that? So I would need an interact action. When this is successful, Yeah, go back up to root, basically. I mean, I can just, let's specifically, on state succeeded, go to eat food. Actually, yeah, I think actually deleting all of these and just doing root, rerun it, basically. And so I'm gonna need a task for this. And I think making a generic task to just find an item, some colony storage query. Is that what I should call it? Colony storage query? I think so. But yeah, I think that's going to be the move. Tasks. Add a new task. It could just be a U object for now. We'll call this colony storage query task. And I think the actual query itself would probably be parameterized, so it can be reusable. Okay, give me this. F colony storage query data. U property edit anywhere. Category parameter. Okay, so what are the inputs and outputs here? What are the inputs and outputs here? I will need a probably like a closest to location or something. I don't know, because there's two different ways to do this. I could get the best food or I could get the closest food. So I think I need like a T subclass of item type, or maybe a tag. Yeah, because we have the item tag. So F gameplay tag for item type. Resource type, I think, maybe is another one. I think this has modes. I think this has modes because this is also, I need to think about using this for getting construction resources, which do have like a resource type. And then you might want to build it with like the best available things or the, you know, not the best available things. So we have item type. We would also have, yeah, maybe quantity is probably a good one too. Put that at the end though. And so then this could be something like t enum as byte e resource type. Was it e item resource type? Yeah. I forward declare that. And would I want that to be an array? Or like a T-set? Resource types. Yeah, make everything a T-set. Total quantity. Got my nose, man. So how is this gonna work? If I need more than one item, is this returning a single item? That matches any? I think this returns a single item that matches any, then we rerun the state tree. Would gather types or tool types be a thing here? I would think you would just want to use the... And honestly, the item resource type, that's kind of baked into the tags now. It's kind of just baked into tags. I think the gameplay tag has kind of everything we need. And I guess construction, because there's going to be like different types of wood, you know? Would you need to I guess I need to think about what that kind of interface looks like, because like either you place down a blueprint for a specific wood type, which I think probably is what I would want to do to help it interact with like a tech tree. It's like maybe you can chop the nice wood, but you don't have the tech research to actually build with it or something like that, you know? Okay, I think this works. Let's actually we need the item types in the quantity desired, and now I will also need a U property edit anywhere, probably category output equals T object pointer for U my item. Found item. And then I need a output for probably the U object to interact with, right? I probably just need to build an interact action here, actually. Yeah, just build the interact action. That's what I should do. And that would be an output. Yeah, I like this. This is, okay, let's override our members here. My interstate, my tick. Do we do tick? I don't think so. I think we just interstate here. Okay, so when we get in here, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I need to now write... I need to get all... I need like a get all items in storage thing. So let me get a U colony controller. That's going to be important. I think this function lives on there. So I need a function... This is going to bool, this is going to be something like get find item in colony storage. T set, F gameplay, tag. I'll say any item type. And then you my item, out item. It needs to be like a pointer ref, right? So the output item and then the A building object actor pointer out storage building. And so for getting the, let me do the haul handler. Where do I get like, get closest bed? I have a get storage buildings. There we go. I have get storage buildings. I think that's the... Where is gets? Where is this? Let's change that to take in a belongs to colony. Now I can reuse that. New colony, utils, get storage buildings. With this. So for each storage building, yeah, something like that, I think. Probably don't need that check. Yeah, building data. I need to... How do I get this? How do I get the storage? How do I get the storage here? I don't actually check if they have space. Yeah, I don't. Technically here I can get the stored items. Okay, this needs a to-do here. To-do, check if storages have enough space. But I suppose it's a little different. Let's write yet another function for it. I don't know, is this building utils? I think this is building utils. Where this function I'm thinking of goes. Storage utils. I mean, yeah, it does make sense in storage utils. Static. I guess just return I guess just return like an array or an array, T array, U my item pointer, get items in storage. Yeah, but I don't need item tag because we're just gonna get everything. And it should only be buildings. Should I be returning an array here or doing output? I think returning one is fine because I'm going to need to create a new one anywhere I use this anyway. So first of all, if there is no storage building, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Contained items. So storage building, if storage building building data dot item dot building type equals area, else it's a container. Well, else if it has a inventory component on it, right? Otherwise we would storage building get area building data. Area data. So area data, we do a for each area data, stored items, contained item. Let's call this item entry. Contained items dot add item entry dot value. And let's just do a quick validity check here. Okay, so if inventory component for each inventory component inventory hello, please. Can I get my autocomplete, please? Get contents. Get contents array. I already have a function for that. I can return a contents array. Otherwise, I mean, might as well just contained items, return contained items. There we go. Okay, so that gets all the items in storage. Contained items. Okay. So I need to loop through that. Or you my item in contained items contains item get item tag. Actually, it should probably be an F gameplay tag container. Actually, that T set, right? Matches query and a gameplay tag query. What functions do I have here? As any. What is this saying? I actually wanted to work the opposite of this. This works the opposite of what I want. But I guess if there is such a thing as a gameplay tag query, I should probably just use that. Let me look at that struct there. Logical query. Blah, blah, blah. Can I build it in blueprints though? Is it blueprintable? It does seem to be blueprintable. I would like to see what that looks like first. I don't. How would you be adding this in blueprints? Is this a blueprintable thing? You can expose the query structs to blueprints and edit them with a custom editor, or you can construct them natively in code. Okay, fuck it. Let's F gameplay tag query. Tag query. Dot matches tag. Tags. Is there like a has tag? Make query has tag. So let's make this a const ref. Make sure we're using only the, we're not trying to write from that here. I guess it is just matches. And then I would want to do item dot get item tag. I really can't do that. I can do that though, there we go. Find item in colony storage. I need to know like the closest, right? Should I need to know whether I should do closest or best here. Not sure. I mean, we should probably just do closest for now. That's like easier to do. Best just means something different for every item. You know what I mean? So that one's going to be kind of hard. Yeah, let's just do closest for now. Closest to location. I guess we just, let's just return the my item here. I mean, I don't know, find item in colony storage. Yeah, I do want that to have, yeah, that does need like two parameters. Equal storage building. Well, I need a fucking pointer for it anyway, so yeah, hang on. Yeah, we need that. We need that. Cool. Run it back. Otherwise, yeah, this is closer. Yeah, that gets our closest building. Okay, so we have that. Now let's change our task to do that gameplay tag query. Item tag query. We go in here. F instance data type, instance data, subsystem, entity. And then I am going to need to get the colony data, right? So auto colony data, yeah. I don't know that we need mutable. Just to get colony data. If colony data, no colony data. So let's do if colony data or colony data if there is no belongs to colony, of course. Colony utils get or no, it's belongs to colony. Find item in colony storage. My item. This will be the out item. Well, I guess we just plop it. Well, no, we want to make the interact action really. So let's do auto. And it's gonna. Is it a different interact action? It should be a pickup item action. I guess the entities don't know how to pick up items from the storage yet. So yeah, let's just do pickup item action. No, we want to make a new object. So new object, you pick up item action. The owner can be the colony data. Oh, it can't be. Sure, entity subsystem, sure. Okay, so find item in colony storage. I need the instance data dot item query quantity. Quantity. What do I do with? I don't know what I do with quantity yet. Closest to location. I will need to get the transform data as well. Let me do the get entity location. Let me just do entity location is good enough. We don't need the actor location. And then we need the out item, which will be pick up item action. So put that on the item to pick up. And put that on the pickup item action interact with object. Pick up item action interacting object equals, not that. We will need the proxy actor. We will need the proxy actor. Okay, can you give me a break here? God damn. Thank you. Proxy actor. Okay. Okay. So I can't pass these in by ref, huh? Oh my god, because it's a T object pointer. Do I have to like .get? And it's not a ref. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay. So we'll have to like create a little we'll have to create little proxy pointers. Okay. Oh my god, an object can't be like it's I'm downcasting it. Does it really have to be the exact type? What if it was an actor? Still no, so it has to be a building object actor. Okay, I mean fair, I suppose. And then I should be able to reuse something, right? Here is the pickup item. And it would need an ISMC ID, instance ID, if I did it that way. Does pickup item action take one of those? No, it just takes item to pick up. Wait, where else am I using that? Am I using that anywhere? No, this is the only... Okay, so I'm not actually using that. I was just using the ISMC action. Let me think. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I guess I'm just gonna manually... I guess I'm just gonna manually wire this up. What do I want to fucking do about this, man? I don't actually know how they're going to go grab it from the inventory. I don't know what that mechanism looks like. Right now, that all happens on like drop. Drop item in area, drop item in world, or like on the, let's go inventory. The inventory UI. Transfer item. I'm wondering if this trade item should just be... Like a from inventory and a to inventory. I mean, that would only work for the containers. I really need to probably align the two different scenarios a little bit better. The stockpile area versus the container building. Like they should both just have maybe like just an interface would be best. For like receiving items or whatever. Receiving and taking items. Let's finish this thought real quick, and then I'm probably gonna have to get out of here. Interact with the object equals out object item to pick up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to think about that more next time. Or off stream, we'll see. Let us find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid. Yeah, let's check in with Quinn real quick. Bro, he's gotten so far, it's kind of crazy. He's like out of bounds. So if you guys don't know, Quinn knows absolutely nothing about coding, but he's trying to vibe code a game.
I mean, that added a lot of enemies, and that's more than we need.
Holy
right,
shit, he's got horses now.
Yeah, we just tweak that. We tweak it, right? We tweak it. Boom. Not really. It's literally like 1,000 guys, bro. They just need to push it out a little bit. They just need to push it out a little bit.
Bro, he's got so much more shit than last time I saw.
Okay, let's do some fixes. Let's do some fixes real quick. Let's bust out some fixes. Let's bust out some. Oh wait, I don't know if there's a new.
That's crazy.
I don't know if there's a new patch.
Crazy, good for him. Okay, who are we raiding? IGS Ghost popped his head in here earlier. We haven't raided him in a while. Look at that. Let's send you guys over there. He's working on a hunting game. It has like, it's like almost like post-apocalyptic hunting. So yeah, we're gonna send you guys over there on Twitch. On YouTube, you guys are just gonna get chucked into the ether, so sorry about that. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you all again soon. I gotta go to work, so bye.